Okay, this is my first video that I'm going to make, and today I'm going to show you my studio. On the back of the door I have a bunch of bags, including my schnauzer bag, so I can grab one and put yarn in it, take it somewhere. This is my yarn. I put it in 2 shoe organizers. I have more yarn. It's in here. I just reorganized my closet, added a bunch of more plastic containers. Multicolored yarn, blanket stuff, Vanna, and some of my old yarn that I don't use so much anymore. That's a bag of crumpled paper that I use for packaging stuff. It's not a bag of trash. That's a bunch of my own personal picture stuff. And then that's actually like scrapbook paper and stuff. I took all the doors off all the closets in my house and put up shower curtains. Those are baskets of my dog scarves and my modeling one. This is sort of random stuff right now. My knitting project, the entirety of my knitting, and the entirety of my jewelry. This is all crochet project stuff, note cards, flowers, snowmen, cupcakes, hats, washcloths. My cotton yarn is in the bottom drawers. This is a lot of the stuff I take to my craft shows. I just have it set up right now because I was going through it to change the branding on a lot of my flat work. That's a container of crocheted flowers. That's just some fake flowers. These are my paint chip tags, my note cards. This is my supply of old paint chip samples. Other paint chip stuff that I get from the stores or whenever I pick some up. This is my basket of wool right now that I've been working on my bags. This is a collection of rocks that my sister gave me because I like geology. This is projects that are getting worked on. There's an Afghan, and then there's this big giant bag that I put on one of my posts. And then I have empty containers. These are some paper lanterns that were in my wedding that I need to send to my little cousin because she's going to decorate her room. I do have one of these. I love it. I wish I could get more. I got this one half off at Michael's. I have put some stuff in there. My ribbons, which I bought a bunch of and I don't really ever use. Tape. Paints and glue. Ooh, sorry. Then I have my clamps and staplers and clothespins, brads, my punchers, I make up words, and my scissors. There's my new Daruma hat, my markers, some of my garden stakes. I put up these paint chips around my studio. Some of them are not wanting to stay on the wall. Apparently the gravity is too strong in my house. Nothing stays on the walls. These are just some of my chickens and a schnauzer, and this is a gift from one of my customers. She sent me that little positive message frame. Then I bought these little bins, I guess. Random stuff in them, and it kind of changes, so it's nice that I can take these out. This is actually empty. This is flower stuff. I made my own bouquets at my wedding, and that's just sort of the leftovers. And I also used washers as decorations in the flower pots, so that's what that is. That's empty. I just put my envelopes in there for mailing stuff and for doing my cards. It's my laminator. These are a lot of my paint chip sorting and my tags. This is my magnet bin and my price tag stuff. Yeah, my little silly laminator. This piece of furniture under here actually has a bunch of old magazines and stuff in it that doesn't really have anything to do with my studio, but don't really have anywhere else to put it, and it was here first. So these are my current magnets that I have. I put them on a little whiteboard, which is actually really heavy and magnetable, so that's cool. My CDs for listening to music in here. This is my basket of current projects that are like hats that need to be tied off and whatever. This is a holly hobby that my grandma embroidered, and the wood is from my mom, which would have been her daughter-in-law, my mom's parents' barn up north, so that's kind of cool. My grandma had it for a while and then gave it back to me, so I keep it in here. This is just personal random junk, my manuals, my bill sorting, and my old radio. There's a dresser right here, and it has like random stuff. It actually has my scrapbooking stuff in there, which I never do, but I have a drawer of scrapbooking stuff and a drawer of cards and computer stuff, and I have these little TV trays out because I use them for extra surfaces. My cookie sheet, my current wool bags that I'm working on. This is like colored paper and my new clipboard, and I have these files for note card backs and magnet stuff, and I can throw random stuff in there. This is my laminating supplies. This is the money box I never use. This has like paper clips and post-it notes, and this is just my bookshelf of all my stuff. And then this is where my dogs hang out when they're in here with me. There's a heating vent like right there, and I put this plastic thing over it. It was my husband made it back when we first started dating to put my senior picture in. It's sort of a picture frame, but it's made out of plastic, so it's like a clear shelf, and it diverts the heat towards me and the dogs. This is a piece of magnet that I'm straightening out right now so I can cut it for my magnets. This is my ancient computer that I use to do all my stuff on, and my Schnauzer mouse pad that my mom got me for Christmas. The little green bin is like all my contacts. Anytime I find an address or something I want to remember, I put the card or I cut the address off and stick it in there. My printer. This is random assortment of things. Wedding stuff, job stuff, paper stuff, pictures, my business kind of stuff, but not really. This is my binder central area, vet records, my Rosie and Penny stuff, and now my Tredillion Press stuff and whatnot. This up here is random junk. I finally put a bunch of pictures on the wall. My senior picture and my parents back when they were married, and me and my sister, and me and my mom, and then there's like all random kind of stuff on the shelf too. My globe, which I love, my dinosaur and my Schnauzer, and my garden stakes. My little potting pots for my markers and pens and stuff. There's my little carousel of all my tools. It's a Pampered Chef one. I got it from Mom. I use this little bucket for like trash, like Rachel Ray style, as I'm working, and then I'll dump it out. My lighting, my magnets that I just finished cutting out of my owlies. This is a new bag that I'm working on. It's just a little with hearts. I'm going to see how small it shrinks when I felt it up. This is basically my work area and my caffeine-free Coke. And that's my new little photo studio with my chapstick for scale. My lamp. And then this is the edge of my desk. I just hooked these little things to it. I put double-sided removable tape on the bottom so they don't move, but I can put like current projects in here. So these are magnets that have been laminated, but I need to cut them out and put the magnets on them. This is my bag of crochet stuff. It's all my hooks and stuff that I carry around. That was actually like $4 at Walmart. I thought it was a little expensive. These are new additional paint chips to go on my border. So they go in order, and I needed one more row. So those are the dark dirty ones, which I actually like, but I didn't think were as bright. That's a library book that I am reading. It's sort of interesting. This is my bin that has all my little notebooks and notepads and stuff. This is a cool little notebook that my friend Corey just made for me. She has an Etsy page, paper cuts. She makes this kind of stuff. It's really cool, but they're schnauzers and it's a recycled book. And then some cards that I recently finished, but I need to package up because I reprinted some of them and put the new logo and stuff on the back. So those need to be packaged up. That's why they're there. I just brought this card table in. It's Mom's card table, but it's at my house because we take it to craft shows, and I have all the craft show stuff in my garage. This is my paper cutter that I've had for a while, the one I cut my finger on. I know I haven't told you guys that story yet, but I'm okay. It's actually right there, but you can't see it. That is my chopper that I just brought up from the basement yesterday. I had it in architecture school, and I've been cutting all my magnets from my magnets with scissors, and I was like, wait a minute. So I went downstairs and found that, and it was amazing. This is actually a big, giant, old school, literally school, paper cutter that my husband just got off one of his internet forums. Someone was selling it for $10, so he got that sort of as a surprise for me. It actually works pretty good. If you get too close to it, though, it smells like an old school, literally. That is my black, I don't know if it's velvet, it's not really velvet, crushed velvet, that I can put on my photo thing so I can have a black background. These are all my hats. These are the bins that I put them in at my craft shows. I just stuck them all sideways like this so you can see them, but I have like the size and the prices on them, and then I jam them all in there. So that's what those are. And then up here is my mail station. I have envelopes, and I collect little boxes up there, and then inside I have my like international things. Usually my tape is in there. It's not right now. That's like receipts that I'm trying to collect. I just shove them all in there. That's a bin of my random junk. That's a drawing that my sister drew for me, but she does them for a lot of people, and they're really cool. It's kind of hard to see. That's my sister. There's my diploma from the University of Michigan, which is not currently in use. This is the extent of my husband's junk in this room. This is like random projects that either didn't turn out like I thought they would, or aren't finished, or whatever. This is my card things. I bought them from a lady who was at the farmer's market with me. She used to do a lot of them, and she let me buy some of those off of her. My paper mache stuff for my heads. That one didn't work too good, and then he got shoved in there. That's sort of my husband's stuff too, and junk. The little vacuum cleaner. There's Rosie. More card trays in case I want them, or tape, TV trays. This is Hi Rose. These are carpet squares that I got as samples, and this is my new rug that I just got at Meijer. It's actually really nice for a $10 rug. It's like the softest one in the house. So I'll just kind of do a sweeping so you can see it. This is my studio. And that's about it. If you have any questions of stuff that I didn't tell you about, feel free. But that's that. Thanks. Bye.